Next up, we have Ivory Coast versus Germany. Now, whenever an African team loses, I just feel it that much more in my soul. That was heartbreaking, man. But anytime an African team is in the lead and they look like they're doing well, it's like too good to believe. Too good to believe. And that's what we saw today, losing against Germany. But the first half, man, the first half was good. You know, Germany had more possession slightly. They had more control of the ball. They were creating chances. Yeah, there was a few missed opportunities there. The one that was offside and then the one that was called back for a foul against the keeper. Initially, I thought that was a goal, Pavlovic's. But yeah, when you look back, yeah, he didn't get any contact on the ball. It was just all keeper. And then Ivory Coast, they were able to go up through Kessier, who played a good game, surprisingly. This dude has been looking rather heavy. But yeah, that Ivory Coast front three, you know, in the first half was giving Germany all sorts of trouble, especially Amad Diallo and Diomande. You know, you could make an argument that front three is the best front three. Diallo, Diomande and Boni, that's the best front three in African football at the moment. I think they're even better than Senegal and definitely better than Morocco. Going into the break 1-0 up, both teams came out with good intent. Germany probably controlled the ball more and they were pressing a lot more. But then there was a period there, 10-15 minute period before the second hydration break, where Ivory Coast were creating chance after chance after chance and they were just mucking it up. You know, the final pass was going astray, guys taking too many touches, not making good connection with the ball. You know, there was several times there they could have easily scored and gone up 2-0. Because against these top teams, these top European teams, you have to take your chances, you know, and being 2-0 up is a great buffer. And they didn't do that. They didn't take their chances. And then Germany makes some changes. Undav comes on and some poor marking. Like how this man just got free. I think it was Kessier lagging behind. And then they equalize. And then from then on, you know, they start to get ahead of steam. They were pressing, you know, still 1-1 for a long time. And then I feel like once Ivory Coast swapped, made Diomande go to the right side, he wasn't as effective. And honestly, the game he played today was not like how he played against Ecuador. Against Ecuador, he was much better, much more dynamic. But you see against Germany today, in the first half, he had that grimace on his face. I don't know what that was from, or what he tweaked, his ankle or groin or whatever, but he just looked underdone. And yeah, as soon as Germany got that first goal, now, you know, they're confident, the ball's zinging around, up, down, side to side. And then, Ivory Coast lost Singo as well. And if it's anything if you're going by what it looked like a serious injury. And if it was a hamstring tear, well, there you go, that's his tournament done. Because even if Ivory Coast was somehow to have a fairy tale ending and make it to the final, a month is not enough to recover from a hamstring tear. You need at least 6 or 7 weeks, you know. So you lost your best defender, and this dude is so like good defensively. Not only that, but he's so good on the ball. And the fact that he's playing in Turkey at the moment at Galatasaray, a lot of teams are going to be calling about him and inquiring, because yeah, he ain't going to be staying in Turkey for much longer. And yeah, you saw in that last 20 minutes, Germany's substitutions that Germany made changed the game. Amiri, Llewellyn, Undav, can't say the same for Ivory Coast, you know. Gissa, that bold-headed man, Fofana, and Adingra. Like, I don't know who to blame more, Adingra or the coach who brought him on. Because Pepe went through all that work, running up the line, putting the ball on a silver platter for you. Not even on a silver platter, on a gold platter that's embezzled with diamonds. And that's the touch you take. Nah, man. If I was an Ivorian fan, Adingra would have had to seen about me after the game, man. Like, you would have had to seen about me. Because that was just ridiculous. And then that pass by Imecha. Wow. I don't even know who else could have made that pass, or how there was a gap that big. Because the gap was pretty big. It was like substantially big. Puts it to Undav, that chubby 5'5" teddy bear who had crazy control on the ball, and one touch, bang. And you know, instead of going home, like going away with the 3 points, you could have settled for the 1 point. Now you got a 0, you know. So yeah, a lot to work on for Ivory Coast. But the most important thing is the coach has to get his substitutions right. I don't know why Bazumana Toure wasn't brought on today. Like, was he injured? Like, the dude started last game and he had some good touches in that first half against Ecuador. Now you can't play him at all. Like, what was that? What was that about? You know. So yeah, just a very I don't know, man. It's an underwhelming. Like, this was a chance for an African team to really step up and stamp their authority and say, you know, we're here to play, we're not here to muck around. And yeah, Ivory Coast fluffed it, but you know, I guess Curacao did us a huge favor for us Africans by drawing against Ecuador. Now, as it stands, Ivory Coast is still second and is still in second position, and all you got to do is come out there against Curacao, as long as you don't play with your food, and come away with a win. And I'm confident that they can do it even without Singer. You know, there's too much quality, too much strike, too much star power across the board to not come away with the 3 points. But yeah, fix up.